Hello, my name is Kimberlynne, and today my goal is to persuade you guys, my peers, into supporting the social justice group IWPR, which is short for the Institute for Women's Policy Research. Can you believe that only 1% of aid supporting gender equality went to the women's rights organizations in 2016 and 2017 altogether, despite governments around the world committing an extra $1 billion to gender equality initiatives globally? Women and girls suffer the most during violent conflicts due to inequality and discrimination. They are most at risk of sexual violence, exploitation, and trafficking during time of war. 1 in 5 female refugees and internally displaced people have experienced sexual violence in countries affected by conflict. Mothers, sisters, aunts, cousins, we all have a woman in our life that we look up to and love, so this pertains to us all as a whole. IWPR was founded in 1987 with the goal to develop comprehensive, women-focused, policy-oriented research focusing in areas such as gender wage gap, domestic violence, and health needs for women. During the first year IWPR was founded, they analyzed the cost to American workers of not having unpaid leave for childbirth, personal health needs, or family care. IWPR research showed that by not recognizing the need for life balance for all families, established policies not only failed to support workers and their families, but they were costly to taxpayers. Now, nearly a quarter century later, the Family and Medical Leave Act has become a cornerstone of the U.S. employment law and human resource policy. Other facts about women in the workforce that might not be as known is that women spend twice as much time on domestic work, and when all work is taken into consideration, women actually work longer hours as well. It doesn't end there though. Over 2.7 billion women in the world don't have the same work opportunities as men, with laws restricting the types of jobs they can do. This is the most discussed and recognized flaw of gender equality in the workforce, but it's still shocking that as of 2018, the estimated global gender pay gap was 22%, with women earning about 78% of what men are paid. Women also have higher reports of being sexually harassed and abused in their place of work, which brings me to my next point: violence against women. 1 in every 3 women have experienced violence, meaning there's a high probability that a woman that you personally know has been a victim of abuse. More chilling fact is that in 2017, 58% of the women murdered were killed at the hands of an intimate partner or a family member. Abuse against women isn't always physical. It can come in many different forms, such as emotional abuse, financial abuse, or sexual abuse. So signs to be aware of just don't always include black and blue bruises. Signs can include social withdrawal, loss of confidence, depression, and avoidance, just to name a few. Over the years, more light has been brought upon these issues, creating funds and other help for women trying to escape these unsafe conditions, such as shelters for battered women, hotlines to call, and programs to help women get back on their feet after leaving an abusive relationship. While all these great resources are available, many women still don't seek help or medical attention due to the fact they can't afford the cost of the medical care, they can't afford to miss work to go to the hospital, or they're afraid that they won't be taken serious by medical professionals. While life expectancy is higher for women than men in most countries, a number of health and social factors combine to create a lower quality of life for women. Unequal access to information, care, and basic health practices further increase the health risk for women. Discrimination on the basis of their sex leads to many health hazards for women. IWPR seeks advanced public understanding and awareness of the link between the access to reproductive health care services for women and their long-term economic security and well-being. They are working relentlessly to pass the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act. Passing the PWFA would mean a step towards workplace gender equity, healthy pregnancies, reduce health disparities, and the economic security of pregnant and parenting women and their families. After hearing all of these facts, does it still sit right with you that only 1% of the aid supporting gender equality went to women's rights organizations? I hope not, but we can be the change. Every supporter counts. IWPR is trying to be that change. They get closer and closer to their goal every day of developing a comprehensive, women-focused, policy-oriented research focusing in areas such as gender wage gap, domestic violence, and health needs every day. All the things that I talked about above. So women's rights are important. We need to stand together and demand change. We need to demand equal pay for women in the workforce, demand more help for domestic violence survivors, and stricter punishments for their abusers. Demand equal and fair health care. Do your part by supporting Institute for Women's Research Policy. You can do your part by advocating, by telling anybody that you know, just spreading information out there, signing up for any one of their amazing programs, and just offering your time. Or you can donate money to their website, and I'll put the link below. And thank you guys for listening, and have a good day.